Hey folks, welcome back to Hobbytown, Toms River, New Jersey. We're here, as you can see, this is our train table that I showed you last time that we started. I've done a little bit of prepping. I've actually painted the outside border a gray. Got that from Home Depot. You can get it from anywhere you go, Lowe's, your favorite hardware store, Ace Hardware, anywhere you want. This way it's prepped and ready to go. I painted the table a green. So I've done them before in a green, a brown, whatever color you choose. You can even do it in a gray if you want to do the whole thing in gray. What I have here right now to do for materials is I've got a glue that I'm going to be using, but you can use your Elmer's white glue, a tight bond glue, anything that you're going to do to put down on top of the board. So I'm going to show you how to do that today. My handy dandy roller here. Again, you want to do that. What you're going to do is you're going to dip it in the paint. Roller here, and you're going to roll out, and you're going to do it in sections, which I'm going to show you today. You don't want to do the whole board at one time, because by the time you get back to where you started, that glue's already dry and it's not going to adhere to your grass, which is from Woodland Scenics, which is the shaker grass. This allows you to add texture and everything to it. I'm going to start with this as my base coat. This is the Woodland Scenics Blended Turf Shaker, number T1349 from Woodland Scenics. But I'm going to be adding other materials to it. I've also got my edger paintbrush, so that around the edges in here, I can actually put the glue down and get in there to make sure everything's right up to the edge. Take our roller, just like you would paint. You're going to take it, get your glue all up on your roller like this. You can use a smaller roller, a larger roller. I like the larger rollers. You just slap that glue right on there like this and just start right out. Just go right along with your glue. And this is exactly all we're going to do. You can also thin your glue out if you think it's too heavy. But again, the thicker it is, the easier it's going to be to put your glue, your materials down, and the glue is going to adhere to it and stick to it. So you just want to keep going along real fast. And you want to do it in small sections. You don't want to go too far like I was saying. Otherwise what's going to happen is at the end of the day, your glue is going to be too dry to take any of the material. Now you can also use your paint as your glue. So if you have if you have a lot of paint on your table, you can take your your shaker from Woodland Scenics and actually shake it right into your paint and use your paint as part of your glue. I don't like doing that because I want to make sure it takes and you're not going back over. If you don't like any colors of where the paint was, that's what you want to do. So right now I'm getting all the glue down all across this edge here, and then I'm going to take my edge brush. You can leave the paint roller just like this. Take your edge brush, and just like Bob Ross would do, you're going to paint a little happy line, a little happy tree, anything of the sort. Okay, and just get all the glue down. You want to just cover that whole section as much as you can. Make it nice and thick. Who cares what it looks like? You're never going to see it anyway. I know there's other techniques that everybody can do. This is the technique that I do. And just come along. And what I also do is I go right back over with my roller and just go right along and get all that glue in there nice and thick, nice and easy, nice and even. And that's what you want to do, just like this here. And I'm going to show you next how we're going to open up that glue area, the roller, and get all that shaker down. Pulling this out here, and again, I'm just doing a small section right now. I'm not going to do a whole board. All right, so once we got our glue down enough like that, which looks good, we're gonna take our Woodland Scenics jar, and you gotta always open it up. Because you gotta do that first. There's a metal thing on the inside here to keep it sealed so you know if it's been open or not open. And what you wanna do is pop that out. Take that out of our way. You just toss it anywhere you want. Who needs it? We're guys, just throw it around. We make messes. That's the idea behind everything. Anyway, so now what you're gonna do is you open the shaker. There's a side here for shaking purposes, and there's a side if you need to use for a spoon. We're gonna use the shaking purposes side. So all you're gonna do is, what I do is I hold it up about this high, and let's go right along. Sprinkle it down, but the lower you go to the ground, the more material you get down, the faster. But it's also gonna clump in certain sections, and that's fine if that's what you want. Again, it just depends upon how you wanna toss it down. Okay, so what I'm going to do here right now is I'm going to put my base coats down, and I'm going to probably add 2 or 3 more different colors to it, give it some different materials, and make it look like it's coming alive with this different scenics. So watch what we do next. So just gonna keep shaking this down right now, and you're gonna come back to this, because what I do is after all this is done and it dries, I'm gonna come back through and I'm gonna put down denatured alcohol. You can use soap and water, and then what I use is the Woodland Scenics glue or your Elmer's glue or Type Bond glue, and you wanna thin it out. Okay, and the reason that you wanna do that is so that you can actually glue it from the top, and then all your material that's on here will stay on nice and tight and not move, because when we're going down the stairs with this, it's gonna be at an angle, okay? And as you can see, I'm just gonna come along, you know, a little Bob Ross, a little happy grass over here, a little happy grass over there, and you're just gonna keep coming along. To me, this looks a lot nicer than just putting down the paper, but again, whatever works for you. The paper is nice too, but if you're gonna be inside under fluorescent lights, the paper itself will fade. I have seen that happen. Doesn't happen for everybody, but it just depends upon what you want. To me, this looks nicer. It stays, and it's got an earthly blend and a nice blend, and you can go right along just like shaking all this out. If you think you have too much material, again, the top layer may not be tight and on the board yet. So what you can do is just come across and go, and as the material moves, it's gonna glue itself down. That's all you need to do, because again, once it dries, you're gonna come back through. You can put more of a coat on top if you so choose. You can put less, you can put different colors, you can put certain areas. And again, what we're gonna do right now is just put all this out today, and then follow up with us and you see what the project's gonna look like. So stay tuned. We're gonna make this project look really awesome. Hobbytown, Toms River, New Jersey. Don't forget to follow us right now. YouTube, Instagram, our channels. Check us out.